Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the dwellings of Eldervale. We were trying really hard to get Mac to unbox this video, but she just didn't want to because she said she didn't have 2 to 3 hours to unbox this huge behemoth of a game. She said she's going to need 5 likes on this video in order to unbox her next game. Oh boy. So much plastic covering here. Oh boy, this box is huge. Wow. You can see why the top was coming off of it. Oh boy, we got the rules of play, the Ghosts of Eldervale, an appendix. We got about 100 pages of reading material here. That is for later. Ooh, what do we got here? We got important. Please replace your set of 8 elemental starter cards with these 8 new cards. Nice. And it talks about battle. Looks like some player reference sheets. Those should be pretty nice. They're usually one of the better things to have in games when there's a lot going on. Being able to know what you're able to do and what each action takes. And ooh, look at here. Got some nice containers to hold things. It's always good for storage, being able to sort everything, the different cards and different things in the game. I'm always looking forward to these. These look like pretty high quality. Ooh. Come off pretty easily. Snap back into place. Really nice. Ooh, what do we got here? We got this cardboard in a plastic wrap. They really like to keep these things away from people getting their hands on them. Let's see what we got here. We got some different tiles and knives and tools. Pretty good quality cardboard. Pretty thick. Pretty nice. Punch out quite easily. It goes flying out of my hand. Yeah, I think those should all punch out really nicely, which is always good when they're cut well like that. I think we've probably got here another 3 boards, tiles for the game, different coins and other things. The artwork all looks really, really nice. Kind of all the different colors, all the different schemes, which I think was one thing that really drew me to the game, was just the colorfulness of it. Ooh, what do we got here? We got the elemental board. Not sure on everything that's in this box, but my brother ended up ordering this game after I showed him some videos on it, and I had kind of decided myself, maybe we'll just wait and see kind of what happens. And then it was kind of a huge surprise to me when he said, oh, I'd gotten it. So we'll have to see. I hadn't looked that closely as to see what would be in here. And we got some stickers, another cardboard thing. Not sure why that one wasn't in that plastic wrap. Keep it secure. What do we got here? Not sure what this is. The Ghosts of Eldervale. Might be, I don't know if it's an expansion, mini expansion. Not quite sure what that is. Haven't looked into it enough. Ooh, it looks like the different factions here. Open these up. These are packaged up just like the other items. Ooh. Again, we've got some really, really nice artwork on all of these and the different bright colors and kind of the different types on front and back side. We got like the Rattlings of the Swarm and the Servants of the Eye on the back of that. And just a bunch of different ones here. And then we got, it looks like we got another 4 of these factions, well, 8 factions total on front and back. 4 more of those cardboard things. And more really, really nice artwork that I really enjoy is the brightness of the different colors. Ooh, the Stonehelm Dwarves. I think I know which one I'm going to play the first game. Or maybe even the Wardens of Evan March. I'll have to decide that when we get there. Ooh. Got some nice wooden pieces here. Kind of, they remind me of the same pieces in the Downfall of Pompeii. Like the same type of pieces in that, if you know what those look like. Pretty nice solid wood. So we got some more wooden pieces here. Not sure what they are. They're purple and they look like maybe the Undertaker from WWE. Or maybe his urn, I don't know. It looks like the upper body of the Undertaker, is what I'll say that is. We got some more cards here. They're solid cards. They got this plastic again. This is their go-to thing. Stuff everything in. It's nice because it opens up. You don't have to use a scissors or anything. It has a nice seal on it that you can easily lift up and get out. What do we got here? Oh, I think this is the different monsters in the game, looks like. We got what do we got here? The Frost Giant, prepare for Ragnarok. If there's any Thor Ragnarok fans out there, you got to prepare for it. While the Frost Giant is in Eldervale, for each unit you place in the underworld, gain 1 additional sword. Looks like we have about 10 of these? Is it 9? I can't count. Looks like 9. No, great artwork again. That's all I can say about this game is I just love the bright colors and the different colors. It's not just one. It's, you got your reds, greens, blues, purples. Oh boy. This was one thing I did know about the game. It has just these amazing, amazing player component trays that you put all of your stuff in. And it just makes setup, supposedly it makes setup extremely quick and easy, which when a game has that, it's just makes it so much easier to get to the table than if you have to put what looks like coming out here pretty soon, a bunch of pieces. You have to set that up every time. It gets to be a long time for setup. But those look really nice. They look like they should hold up pretty well. They're not overly thick. Plastic's a little thin on the sides, but overall it looks like a pretty solid insert. We've got some more pink wooden pieces. I don't know, I'd call those diamonds probably. That's what they look like. Kind of a diamond shape. Pink diamond. Ooh, then we got some hammer looking wooden pieces, which are nice. It's always nice when they have different shapes for the different colors instead of just using cubes. So these are pretty nice wooden pieces, little hammers. What do we got? I'm not sure what this is. More wooden pieces. Looks like maybe, I don't know, it's possibly wood or a scroll or something like that. That's what I would guess those are. We'll find out eventually here. Oh boy, what else we got? Got our meeples here, which have a nice, don't know if it's sticker or if it's painted on there. Got the nice different, they're all the same, but they're all the different colors in the game. And they look really nice. They've got a little shield and a sword, and they're ready to battle, go into battle against the big monsters. And along with that, we got some dragons here, the heads of some dragons of all the different player colors, which they're pretty nice. And it looks like he's just ready to fight as well. I think putting those out on the table will look pretty nice. And then it looks like we also have a non-dragon. It looks like a water monster entity holding some wooden staff. He's ready to battle as well, but I don't know if he can take on the dragons. Oh boy. And we've got a lot of dice. A lot of small dice. I think I looked a little bit at the combat system in this game, and it seems pretty interesting, where you're just trying to battle and roll higher dice than your opponent or the monsters. Looks like I got a lot of 6s there, so I probably won that battle with all those dice. But they're pretty solid dice. They're maybe a little smaller than I would prefer, but they're bright colors. They're pretty solid looking. Solid dice. And we've got some wooden daggers or swords. Looks like. Got a little hilt on them. Look more like maybe they're just knives. More of a dagger knife than a sword. But I suppose compared to the meeples themselves, they're about that long, so it's really like a 5 to 6 foot long sword or knife. So, and it looks like we got more meeples who do not have swords. They're going to be in some trouble when the monsters come out. But these are some more solid meeples. These look more like the generic meeples that you would typically get, but they have a nice, I'm not sure if it's painted on. Can't tell if it's a sticker or if it's painted on there. Or not painted, but like, I think it's a sticker. But they all look nice. They've got it on the front and the back, which is always nice. Yeah, solid upgraded meeples. What do we got here? Looks like we got a wizard. We got Gandalf. Gandalf the Black. Or white here. Even though this white one seems to have gray robes, so that is Gandalf the Gray. Maybe Dumbledore's in here somewhere too. There's a purple one. Much more a Dumbledore style. I don't know what that was. Looks like the whole name of the game here with these dwelling houses, house roofs that we put on top of the meeples. They're like more of a plastic as opposed to all this other stuff being wooden. It's kind of an interesting thing. I know once I had thought about how cool it would be to maybe make a game where meeples had hats or something, and this game kind of did that for me. So I've been looking forward to something like this for quite some time. So hopefully I'll enjoy putting those houses on them and turning them into dwellings. What do we got here? We got more game trays to stick stuff in, which should be nice for sorting things out. We also have, I'm not sure what these are for. We've got some, I don't know, glass bead-like things, kind of like, I think in Sagrada, or bigger than the ones that are in viticulture. Not sure, don't remember, not sure what those are used for. And then we've got some bases for standees. Not sure if we'll need those or not, based on looking in this whole thing here. But we got some cards, which these cards don't have a bag like that. But they do have the old stringy thing that you pull off and are able to easily open these up. These cards are a little smaller than I typically like, but I think they're decent quality. I'm not sure how often you use these in the game. They shuffle pretty nicely, so if I knew how to shuffle. That would help too. I think you could, it probably doesn't matter on the cards, it probably depends on the person shuffling. But they're pretty solid cards. I prefer bigger cards. I've got bigger hands, so these are pretty small for my hand, and my eyes are going bad, so reading gets to be difficult as well when the cards are that small. Then it looks like we've got some metal coins, which don't get in many of my games, so these are pretty nice. We got, looks like it's got must be the different elemental symbols on it, along with the house in the center for the dwelling. And then on the back, I'm not sure, oh yeah, it's definitely a dragon. Took me a little bit to see, it looked like a bridge with a river running through or something. I'm like, not sure why there's a bridge there. Nope, that is definitely a dragon. But they're nice and chunky coins. They've got a little bit of weight to them. I think they're going to be nice to use. Let's put that back in the box. Oh boy, then it looks like we're getting into some good stuff. I don't know what to go do next here. We'll just start with these monsters in these packages. Some more solid game trays. What do we got here? We got 8 different monsters. So these aren't quite as heavy as I thought they would be, but definitely got a lot of detail. We've got the green, mossy, tree-like monster, Bean. I'm not sure who he is, but he looks pretty nice. Okay, this one looks a little more evil. Looks like it's got, I don't know what this monster is. It's a purple monster that I have no description for this one. It's got tentacle-like things and I don't even know. Oh boy, then we've got another monster who looks like he's death or something coming for us. He's got his, I don't even know, he's got his, looks like a horned helmet with a beard he's got, and his cape is kind of all ripped up and torn apart, and then, oh yeah, there's, for a second I thought part of his cape was his leg, and I'm like, I don't know why his leg looks like a sea monster, but his other leg was actually back behind him like he was walking. Then we've got, oh boy, I don't know what this one is. This looks like a tornado monster. Cyclone monster, tornado, we'll say. But yeah, it's a lot of, definitely in all these there's a ton of detail. Ooh, this one looks like the one in Thor Ragnarok that I was talking about earlier that was trying to bring Ragnarok upon them. It's kind of what he looks like. Yeah, there's just a ton of detail, and he's red with some nice black on it. I mean, another great use of colors in this game. It looks like we got some sort of sky dragon. More detail on him as well. He's got some spikes. He kind of looks, out of some of these, he looks pretty kind, so maybe he's a little nicer than some of the other ones. It looks like we got some combination of like an abominable snowman and some rocky golem figure with his spiny, rocky back. He does not look very friendly. He looks like he's been in the cold far too long. It looks like he might have some helmet or hat on. It might be a stocking cap. His friends left him out in the cold too long, and now he's upset. Oh boy, and then we've got the blue crocodile that I believe is on the cover of the case, which, once again, there's some nice detail, and yeah, these are solid minis. Don't have many games with minis, but those are definitely solid ones. Then it looks like we've got 8 more minis to talk about here. I did not expect that. When I was first opening this, and it looks like we've got a griffin. I think that's what that is. Or a winged something. Winged eagle, I don't know. I'll figure it all out later. I don't know my mythological creatures very well, but once again, I mean, I think this one's another one that looks a little kinder, so the yellow ones are probably a little bit nicer. Oh boy, this looks like a rock volcano monster. He's probably got a name too, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, he looks like he's hit some rough times, for sure. Wow, the white ones definitely have some hardcore detail. Oh, not the white. These two definitely have some hardcore detail. These two look like they've probably been in combat for quite some time. Kind of the dark versus light type combat battle. So I would say those two are kind of battling each other. Ooh, this one has like 30 hands, and he's got something covering his face, and he's also got his hands over his ears and is screaming, so I don't know. I'm sure this is some type of mythological creature, but I don't know what it is. And then we got, ooh, another. These purple monsters are just, I don't know what. They're like blobs with like just teeth, and I don't even know. This is, I think the purple ones are ones I would not want to ever meet in real life. They just look very evil. Ooh, what do we got here? Got another wind-looking creature. Some sort of wavy cyclone creature with one cyclops eye. So he's some sort of something, I'm sure. Ooh, and then this blue one is kind of an octopus type monster with a human body. He does not look like he likes to be part octopus. He looks very angry, actually. Poor guy. And the last one over here that we have, it looks more like, it's another one that looks like it's from the forest and kind of has some leafy features to him, but it looks like almost like a mix of an old dinosaur or maybe even a cow. Possibly. It's got some horns. That one is one that I might want to ride during the game. We'll find out. Then it looks like we've actually got 2 more decks of cards. These cards are a little bigger. They're more of a typical average card size. I think they're pretty decent quality. They're not too thin or anything. I don't know if I should shuffle these together or not. They definitely shuffle together well as well. So those are nice. I'm assuming these are very similar. Definitely looks like some nice artwork on them. Some of these are the artwork's kind of similar to one another. But it's not quite as, some of these ones that I'm looking at anyway aren't quite as bright and colorful as these other things, but the artwork still kind of flows with what the game is and the rest of the game and really fits in well. Then it looks like you even got the version with the sound bases. So I think I'm going to try this one and see if I have no idea if it has batteries or not. Oh boy. Hobbit did not like that monster. Not sure which sound that one's for. It looks like we've actually got about 9 of those. So I don't know which ones are the best ones to even play. If I try a couple more here. Let's see what we got. Got the light blue one. Oh my gosh. It sounds like a wind monster. Which ones do I like? I like the yellow ones. Let's try that. Let's put it on this one. That sounds like victory, if I've ever heard it. That is what victory sounds like. I am definitely, if I ever am able to control one of these monsters, I'm going for the yellow ones, because that's definitely victory. Maybe we'll try one more. We'll try the old purple one to see what these blob monsters sound like. And I think there's actually 2 different sounds on each of them. I'm not sure on that, but I'm not sure which ones go with what. That sounds about how I expected it to sound. Sounds like toilet trash. That's where it belongs. These monsters. That's probably where they came from, the sewers. And then it looks like we've got 2 more things here. Looks like we've got somewhat of a rock giant, maybe an ice giant actually. Can't quite tell. It might even be like I can't tell if there's gems on them or something. Yeah, it looks like another additional monster. Then there's also a huge dragon. Not sure if there's anything different about this. It just looks like what I would expect a whole dragon to look like. Yeah, he looks pretty awesome. Tons of detail again, just like all of these. I think that's everything. And then the box also, the insert inside the box looks pretty nice as well. So hopefully, once I figure out everything about these, I'm hoping that everything will be easy to pick up and get the game going as quickly as possible. But yeah, overall, I think I really enjoyed the artwork and all of this whole game. It's really colorful, which I'm always a sucker for. If a game is colorful, it's definitely got my attention. And obviously all the different wooden bits and the different shapes, along with, you know, these miniatures, which we don't have many games with miniatures in them. They're extremely detailed, so it's a great first game with a ton of miniatures in them that we're hopefully going to be able to use a lot. The sound bases might be a little overkill, but we'll definitely enjoy using them, I'm sure. We'll have a lot of fun with that. And yeah, overall it looks like a great production, and I'm extremely excited to play this game. I've heard a lot of great things about it, with a lot of people saying it was, you know, one of their favorite games from last year. So if you want to see more on this game, I'm hoping we'll be able to post some more videos on it as soon as we possibly can. But otherwise, please leave us a like if you like what you see. If you have any additional games we should maybe be checking out and getting in our collection, definitely leave a comment below. And otherwise, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Keep on nibbling.